Future news, brothers and sisters. Shema Rahim here, Messenger of the Covenant. For those of you who've been seeking the Messenger of the Covenant, those of you who have not, judge. This speaks for itself, brothers and sisters. I don't need to comment on this. It's been out here for quite a while, over, I think, going on 2 years now or more. They're well aware of it. And if you're not, send them a copy. Right? And arrange a public forum. Right? I'll show up my $5,000. They'll show up with their proof that Farrakhan is representing Elijah Muhammad, as it states here. And I'll give them $5,000 and they'll shut me up. But they have not stepped up to do that because they can't. It speaks for itself. So I'm going to let it. They come with their fake, their offer. Or we'll give $10,000. First they said, for Farrakhan, they backed off on that one, say Elijah, because everything Farrakhan says is a lie. It's just nature says it. It said none of them are good. Wesley. That means their seed, none of them are good. He's their seed. His father's the devil. He's not seed of Abraham. So you probably their seed too. That's why your head's so far up his ass, because you probably their seed too. That's why they're so confused all the time. That boy, I never seen anybody look confused as that boy does. He look confused all the time. It's because he's trying to reconcile that brown stuff that he's tasting and smelling up Farrakhan's ass. He's trying to reconcile that with the honey Farrakhan tell him it is. So, man, he says honey, man. Yeah, but Farrakhan said honey must be honey. So I'm going to keep on eating it and smelling it. Man, that's why he's so confused. But if you watch out, because you got his head so far stuck up in Farrakhan's ass that Farrakhan messed around twitch and snap his neck. That goes for Jeffrey. And all those other clowns over there, Daniel. All of them. Oct. They have no idea what's about to happen to them. They have no idea. And it will not be pretty. They have no idea. See, the world has never tasted, got a full, well, put it like this here. Well, let me revise that. The world has see this time. It's like Escalades. You know, if you read Escalades, those are supposed to be the wisdom of Solomon. The scripture said, "Wow, Solomon was the wisest man ever lived." And Solomon was the son of David. David was the king. He was the God. But Solomon said he's the wisest man ever lived. That's what it says in the scriptures. And he says the time for all things. For every season. So we have seasons and we have cycles. I talked about both. He says the time for everything, right? And so there'll be a time for God's wrath. And no one's ever really had a full, because that means it's the fullness of his wrath. Because they tasted his wrath up in, periodically over 6,000 years. But to get the full brunt of it, oh man, do you have any idea what that's like? There's no man or woman on earth could duplicate that wrath, because that's the wrath of God. And it says be twice. The wrath of the Lamb and the wrath of the God. Damn. I have no idea what that means. So they would pray for death and not be able. Why you say that? They would pray for death and not be able to find it. Hang in there. You will see things that you never thought you saw before, that you never imagined. Because see, we suffer the wrath of the devil, the wrath of the nations, specifically the wrath of the devil for 5 years. But we still standing. And we got that full blast. See? Now they come to clean up, to finish up with they But we got the full. And we took off. It's like, you two guys, and one says, man, go ahead, take your best shot. I'm not doing this, take your best shot. So anyhow, well, bam, hit it with everything he got. And the guy's, okay. Loosen my tooth right here, right? Now it's my turn. My turn. The guy starts flinching and carrying on because he's in anticipation. Because what this guy gonna do? Then he land his blow. And everybody looking around said, what happened to that dude, man? He just disappeared. Wow, what the hell he hit him with? Yeah, brothers and sisters, you're gonna see. There's no way I can tell you. You have to see. You have to see. Because, like, you think you know Master Muhammad. You don't know Master Muhammad at all. You have no idea. You think you know Suleiman. You don't know Suleiman at all. You have no idea. You have no idea. That's why it says, kiss the Son. Kiss the Son, because you might perish. We're just a little bit upset. Just a little upset. You have no idea. Okay, brothers and sisters. I'll talk about a couple things here. Now, this is just general. Like, I'm working on this, right? It's general, so I don't want anybody come and say, hey, man, you should know. I'm just giving you a general idea, right? This reality is basically on these three foundations right here. Or fuse it, right? The light, sealed Bible. We're going to talk about that a little more detail in a minute. False Israel. That's what holds us up. It's built on this foundation here. And there's so much more to it I haven't talked to you about yet, brothers and sisters. So much more. Mike, you heard everything I was saying. Anyway. Now, is it strange? I've been talking about this for years. Is it a coincidence? That's what's in jeopardy right now in the Middle East? Because that's what jeopardy, that means whole reality is in jeopardy. Why is that? How is that? That's never been before. This whole reality is in jeopardy. Because something happens to the oil, falls Israel, this happens, this reality collapses because the fuel, there was no more fuel for it, so, right? And then the ideology of it, right? Because basically, what they're saying here, there's some basic things here. Well, white is good and black is bad. Because the whites are chosen people. If you black, then you must be cursed. That's part of the reason why Ishmael turned white. But it's just, I can't go into all this stuff. It's just so much. And most of you understand the basic stuff. Because all nations are involved in this. It says all the nations are planning against us. And then you got the sealed Bible. Now let's talk about that for a minute. What is the light? I keep telling you, I talk about the light, the truth. What is the light? See, you have cycles. You have cycles, you have seasons. Okay, the season, like summer, that's season, right? But then the seasons are cycles, are form of cycles too. But day and night, that's cycles. Day, and then night, the day and night, cycle, all right? And so during the night, day, right? That's the light. And then that day fades away and new day comes up. See? That crying above, the Bible tell you the signs and the sun will start signing everything. Because everything is, all this mathematics, and still mathematics. And so mathematics reflects mathematics, don't it? So what happens is, the day the sun comes up. Now what's the sun in this context? The sun is the scripture. Scripture's coming, and that's the light of the day. Now, the day is the one, it's light. Okay? The day is the one that disappears and a new day comes up. You understand it? So you got this day, all of a sudden, okay, now it gets dark. The day is fading now because a new day is about to come up. So you got this darkness period, right? That causes the old day, that destroys the old day. That darkness is the destruction of the old day. As the new day is starting to come up. So you get the scripture comes and say, okay, here's the light. So the scripture for the last 5 years was sealed Bible. That was the light. That was the light. See, people don't understand the way you think. You're thinking wrong. That was the light. Because that was the light of God. Because God told Adam, I will give you guidance. That was his guidance. But he's making me shit up. Angel didn't understand. I mean, the jinn didn't understand that. What the hell are you talking about, God? Are you crazy? I mean, that's pretty much what they were saying, right? We're gonna worship the dark. We're gonna submit to the dark. That don't make no sense. Because we understand cycles. Because the light was making men shed blood. They would be the rulers. So during that time, remember there was the rulers of the earth. So as the rulers didn't have didn't have control of the nations, they submitted not to still had control. They was the rulers, right? So if they brought us over here during that period of time, they had the right to do that, didn't they? There was rulers, rulers of the nation. They can move the nation around they want to. So they had the right to bring us over here. You see, you think so. You know, they're not being, nobody said we'd be punished for bringing us over here. Did I ever say we was punished for bringing over here? I said punished for what they treat us. See, that's why I say you got to say everything right. Because after a while, if you don't say it right down the line, you trip over something, you say, oh, man, oh, yeah. And now you're tripping. You're slipping, you're like on ice. Now you're slipping, sliding, slipping, and carrying on. See, now I can say that because I never say anything in the past that'll contradict what I'm saying right now. They had the right to bring us over here. They had the right to have us serve them. They had the right to leverage. Because if we invested $100 and we got 10 back, right? That was our investment at the time because we had energy deprivation. So, right? But if they invest 10 and get 100 back, can you put that two and two together? So if the food was with the 10 we need, then we can work 10 times hard to get it from them, and that was justice. That was justice. We served them, right? We'd be oppressed in our servitude because they'd be, so you think it's unjust, but that wasn't unjust. He said, what did God say? He says, touch not that tree, you should become unjust. Ain't that what he said? That means they become unjust until they start harming us. That's really important for the affliction part. I would say servitude and affliction. But see, you don't pay attention to these things. So what they did was just until they went and started afflicting us. And they're still afflicting us now. See? Because now they don't have the right anymore to be rulers. So their rulership right now is unjust. Because their light is going out. The new day is coming up. So they're in the darkness now. And everybody's with them that was holding on to that light is in darkness now. And new light is the angel. And you'll be able to see and prosper, right? If you still old light, then the night takes away the old light. That's the time of darkness, right? The old light disappears. New light comes on. So new light is the angel now. That's the light for this period. That's just the way it is, brothers and sisters. That's speaking about light and darkness. See, our people are in darkness because they hold on to the old light. But the old light is disappearing. His time is over. It's nighttime now for that. But it's the dawn of the new light. See? That's why I showed in the beginning, right? Gog and Magog, and then light comes and blows them away. But there was a light before. There was a just light. As long as they didn't take and go overboard, afflict us, that's what they're being judged for. Now dragging over here, but the affliction part. See? And that gets into, I was going to talk about that today, but I'm not. I'm going to talk about another time about when they're talking about merge God's most, because that's why you're going to, that's you're moving into mercy period now because you're getting more back than you put in. Okay, I see him getting, I got a camera issue here, bounces. Hold on a second here. Let me switch to another camera here. I tell you, they must be having having fun over here. Mess with me, but let them go on. Let's see, who laughs last, lasts long. That's right. Ain't that what they say? Oh, that's not gonna work? Okay, there you go. That's right. You got see. You have a mind. You have a static mind. And maybe I'll talk about this some other time too, because the world is in a static mind because they don't understand these things. No, the universe changes. The light changes. Every day is a new day. Based on where the world thinks now, every day will be the same as yesterday. And you know it's not true. Every day is a different day. Right? But they tell you, well, the cross forever, that means you expect every day to be the same way as Savior's. So what if you have a day that Quran doesn't speak to? See? So the Quran spoke to about 1,000 years. 1,000-year reign. That was the light. And then come 500 years of sealed Bible, and that was the darkness for it. Quran couldn't explain that. It had no success. That's one thing about indoctrination, had no success. That's one of the ways you know it. They had no success during that period of time. It was darkness for us too. You understand? Because it was under their control. See? Because we had the sealed Bible too. But it was darkness for us. It's a little more complicated. But then you understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? It's dynamic, not static. The universe changes. That means the light changes. Day changes. The season change. Every summer is different from the summer before. But they make you think, no, it's going to be like that forever because Hinduism is pretty much the same as it was 35,000 years ago. Buddhism, same thing too. So it's Catholicism. All those things, they're static. See? Islam is not static. Islam is mathematics. Islam, it means it changes. It stays in sync with the universe. The universe is constantly changing. But they want you to think it stays the same. So let them think that. Because is the Buddhists ruling the world right now? Right? Is it Hindus ruling the world right now? Who run it? Those had the sealed Bible. They ran for the last 500 years. They were successful. But now light's going out. Now they're in confusion. And nothing works. I guess like using winter knowledge in the summer, the spring doesn't work. So it's constantly changing. So scriptures come and say, okay, here's what you need to have, right? Here's what you need to have for brothers and sisters. I gotta check something here real quick. That's what you need to have for the new cycle. Or a new season, if you will. Understand? Let me get back here and let this thing move the head on me. Over here. Okay. Well, it's a wonder I can even do anything at all. Okay, here we go. So the oil fuses, the sealed Bible was the light for the last 500 years. Right? And ideological, right? Saying false Israel, right? They're chosen people that had its ramifications, right? Because that's the ideology. See, because that's about racism and everything. All that stuff comes out of there. Racism, because they say, well, these chosen people, we got, that means whereabouts is something else, right? See? And I don't want to go into all the details of that. I'm just giving you a basic idea, brothers and sisters. But what I'm trying to say is, right now, is the ideological, right? It's based on false Israel being future Abraham. See? And that right there, that even they having trouble with that. Because for the last, 60, 70 years, right? They were, let me back off on that one. But they've been struggling with that. Always, let me put it this way: for the last 76 years, because of Elijah Muhammad, they had to really emphasize that, even though they were struggling with it for 2,000 years. See, because that's the cornerstone of this reality. That gives reality credibility. I know we have some sealed Bible. That's to tell you the guidance and everything you need, right? But the cornerstone right there is that those are the people, God's people. You see how powerful that is? And that means the closer you are to that, the closer you are to God. The further away from that, the further you away from God. That means we blacks, we way away from God. In fact, we black or we got cursed. So and so on. The bottom line I want to get to, right, is that those two things right there, right? See, the Bible is the light, but that's the fuel and that's the ideology. And both the fuel and the ideology is under attack. Because that turns everything upside down. You see? Because we're on the bottom because of that. They're on the top. If that goes down, that means that's reversed. Reversal takes place. And they don't want that, because that means they put on, they just do anything to stop that. And they need, but those two things are on attack right now. And our people don't know it. Because those two things right there is what lifts them up. Because the fuel is the power they need to keep us down. I mean, it takes force it takes, that's the physical force. But false Israel is the mental force. You understand? And the Bible's the light. Now, Master Muhammad's getting ready to take care of those two. Right there in the Middle East, those two things are right now on the line. And those two things are in jeopardy right now. And if you go and read what they're saying and everything over there, those two things, everybody's getting worried about it. They said, well, even if false Israel attacks Iran and they're successful, they still said Iran can still cause all this kind of havoc. They can cause the world economy to collapse because they can block the Strait of Hormuz and all that. Say Hormuz. And they can all kinds of mischief for us, all concerns. They say they can have all the oil in the Middle East, and that's the primary source of oil. And America lying to the public, telling them, hey, we got plenty of oil over here. Well, then why are you over there stealing their oil? Why are over there trying to protect that? They're over there trying to protect oil and false Israel. Both. They're trying to connect both, because that false Israel keep us down, keep image down, everything, keep us from understanding who we are. Right? They're the force that holds us down mentally. Right? And the force holds down physically, is fueled by oil. See? And those two things are in jeopardy right now. Now, if you have the light of the angel, you know what's going to happen. You know what's about to happen. You might know exactly, but you know what's about to happen. They don't, because they're in darkness. because a lot of angels coming up. So anybody's with it, it's getting that light. And it's like, oh man, because at night was no light, nothing, no moon, anything. Right? But there was a light doing the right. That was the light of Elijah, the moon. But there's no light. He's going. The light was totally dark. When Elijah left, it was totally dark. Farrakhan came in. There was total darkness until the angel. 1990. Then stars start rising. Lights start coming on. Because anybody's with the angel, no, you was in total darkness when you ran to the angel. You had no idea about it, anything. You read the Bible, you had no idea what it meant. You know who those characters were, you know anything. You're in total darkness. Whether you miss it or not, you're in total darkness. And now, with the angel, you have light. Now, what you do with it, that's a whole different story. You can have light. You can just sit there and, like a rope, like a, what they call, what those little things, you dummies or whatever, they sit there and put something in your lap and put their mouth. So they just absorb the light and do something with it. But the point is, you have it. And those don't have the angel, don't have any light. So Farrakhan told his ship, because he don't know. He lying. God ain't told him a goddamn thing, but hey, because they don't have any light. They're in darkness. The only way they can have light is they got to accept the angel. And for them to accept the angel, that's sunburn for them. It's like for us, but sunburn for the devils if they accept the angel. You understand these things, brothers and sisters? I'm trying to go deeper and deeper, trying to understand. I don't want to go into philosophy and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get you to understand the math, what's going on here, why people are acting like they act and everything else. Now, as far as the Bible is concerned, that's the light. But that light is gone. And it's replaced by the angel. And that's where Suleiman comes in. He's doing that. He's destroying that. He's throwing that into darkness. He's the light. He said, people in dark seen a great light. You understand, brothers and sisters? That's what's going on. So he's responsible for destroying this darkness. How you destroy darkness with light. And they can't compete with it. Because they don't know about anything. And when you talk to them, the preachers are, once you get knowledge of angel, you know they don't know anything. You know right away they know nothing. That means they're in total darkness. But why they're still talking? You see, Daniel and all them others, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And that's why I tell people, if you get the angel, you're going to act like them? You got the light, but you're going to act like a dummy like them? Say anything? If you're in the light, you should represent the light. People should see you in the light. If you're light, you should, right? If you're in the light, if you got light, see? So what's this dusk and dawn? I mean, just a little bit of light and a little darkness? Well, hell with all that. It don't last very long, do it? See? What they call dawn, right? Dawn don't last very long. So you got to be in the all light, all darkness. Or if you're in the middle, then you go to darkness. By the time noon comes, there ain't no darkness at all. So you hold on to that. So now you got a little bit of light, that's called falsehood. Got a little light and a little dark. Go hold on to that. Okay, hold on to it. 100% light. 100% light. Because if you ain't got, if you less than 100% light, do you see any darkness in the noontime? In the morning, come you see any darkness? Any? That means if you got any darkness at all, you're gone. You're gone. You have the 100% light. You hang around the shadows. That won't last long. Somebody show a little light on your ass, that shadow's gone. No, it gives you the shadow to smooth thing to block the light. It's simple, bro. So I go out my way to try to get you to understand this stuff. But some people, like this, the Levites, ooh. He told Son of Man, those Levites, man, they had hairs like rocks. He said, but I made your hair like a Flintstone breakstones. Yeah, but shit, excuse me. You get tired of button heads, don't you? I get tired of button heads. See, but said Suleiman, he wouldn't give up. He didn't want to do it, but he did it. He wasn't one of those that half stepping.
half-ass. He don't do things like that. Once he agreed to do it, but he didn't want to do it. He said, "Can you get somebody else?" But once he accepted, he took it. So he just kept butting heads. He just butt them. Knocked all the brains out, right? Or knock some brains in. Either knock the brains out or knock them in. There ain't gonna be no halfway. Well, I got half my brain out, half my brain in. Okay, you hang on. What you did with that one? I was on going last. I just want to make that point, but I think I'm kind of. Because these days, like I said, I'm trying to keep my presentation down because I got a lot of things I'm preparing for. I'm preparing for battle, bro. So I don't know what you're preparing for. Preparing to go home, bro, sisters. But it's going to be some talk days. Now, I don't have to, but, well, I'm not going to say that. I don't do anything half-assed. I agree to do something, do it. I'm going to get it done. But I'm going home. And you sisters, you're going home. But I hope these sisters understand. You still got to come up to standard. Don't say you can't do it because if you couldn't do it, that means we all dead. Because we can't go anywhere without you. Elijah Muhammad said we can't go anywhere without you. You see no man produce nothing. See? Gotta have that woman. See? And we build, but it's hers. See, this universe is hers. We built it, it's hers. We give it all to them. We build it. We do the work. Make sure it's secure. Make sure she's secure. Right? She's safe. Right? You understand that, brothers and sisters? See? And she protects our nation. But the seed is our seed. It's not her seed. It's our seed. That's ours. But, they got that too. Devils gave that to them too. So now, I already explained all that. See? But we do it for them. I mean, we do it for them. It's our heaven. So ain't you doing everything to produce your heaven? So if they are heaven, we're doing everything for them, aren't we? Because they are heaven. And the more you do for them, the better your heaven becomes, doesn't it? See? So, well, yeah, man, but look how they act. Yeah, but they act like that because of you right now. Because wait a minute, hold on, I ain't telling you the tone, right? Right now, you're starting to bear some responsibility for what you're doing because 2020 has come and gone. So be careful with that, bro, because that covered only 400 years. But we're still under their control, so, but the point is, once you heard this message, then you still have some responsibility. Yeah, be careful with that one, brothers and sisters. Understand? So I'm in them back because I don't want nobody to say I'm accusing my brothers and sisters. But what they went through, and the problem is, you got to give them a reason to step up and respect you. And you ain't doing that. That's what I mean. I'm not accusing you. I'm not saying you're simple. But you got to give them a reason. You can't just say respect you because you got some testicles. And some of you think that, well, I'll beat your ass. And that's supposed to respect you. But you're going to give them a reason to respect you. That's part of the reason why you go to tribulation. See, tribulation has all kinds of reasons. One of it, so you can show our women who you really are. How powerful you are, that you're a God. You control the weather. You control everything around. You kick ass. You crunch. That's what it said. You're going to stomp these devils to the ground. And you protect them all the time. They're going to be protected. They ain't going to just respect you just because you got your paradise. No, you got to earn the respect. And then once you get out of here, we don't go ahead and just go and say, hey, man, we home. Ishmael gives out. No, Ishmael, hell with that. Oh, y'all back here now, huh? Okay. See, that was assuming he got to go prepared the way for that war. Then when you come out of tribulation, hell, then we join, then we're going to start kicking ass. See? And taking back. We're going to take back everything. They ain't going to give us to us. We're going to take it back. Kicking ass all the way. And protecting our sisters all the way. And that's where we're going to earn their respect and their love. Because it's nothing like the respect of a black woman and her love. There's nothing in the world better than that, boy. When you got that, ooh, that's paradise by itself. But you ain't seen that. When you look in her eyes, man, what you see is, I wonder, he only gonna put food on the table this week. I wonder he gonna keep his job, man. I wonder if I did mess with Sally. That's what you see in their eyes. You know it. You don't see love. You don't see happy parents in their life. You don't see security and safety. You see nervousness. And then when she talks the same way. And she questions every damn thing you do. Why should she question it? you got a track record? Is she the provider? Most of our women, they're the provider. They show the ones on TV, they doing big deals and that kind of stuff. No. Go in the ghetto. Section 8, all that kind of stuff. The sisters got doing the providing. And you sitting up in there. Hey, you better fix my dinner. I don't like the way you know what's going on. Mm-hmm. I ain't blaming your brothers and sisters. I'm just telling you the dynamic what's going on here, so therefore she don't respect you. She knows she needs you. And the bottom line is, brothers and sisters, and especially your brothers, you better check this one. Check it real close. We acting like total apes. Now I got over most of mine. Because I got over most of mine because I got injured and I got over most of mine because I was a total ape too. I go back to some things I was doing when I was right before I got Elijah Muhammad. Even after I got Elijah Muhammad, right? See, no any better. Elijah Muhammad was like a father to me, right? I said my father, he was hard, but he didn't teach me anything. He didn't teach me to be a man. He taught me to handle myself, right, and not to put up anybody's shit. I mean, he made me tough, but he, it's like going in the army. They kick your ass and everything else. They don't tell you how to find things in life. He didn't tell me all that stuff, but he made me tough. He hard to me. But Elijah Muhammad, right, he put, right, we fine points, right? I started thinking about that, and I started doing better, and Angel, and right. But so I'm not blaming you because I was just dumb as ignorant as you are. And you still are. To some extent, I ain't 100%. Even now, I'm not 100% right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not 100% right now. Is there an excuse for it? I can make an excuse for you. He says someone would make excuses for you. I don't want to make no excuse for myself. Right? But that's part of our problem, energy deprivation, right? See? I struggle through it. Right? So therefore, but we demand their respect. How can we demand it? See? So I got my way to make sure I do everything I do, and my wife would tell you, if you talk to her, I do everything, she know I do everything I'm supposed to do. I take all my business, everything else, no matter what. Right? But she's still nervous. Because maybe once you can mess around and just go, Alzheimer's one day, just go crazy. Right? We do that. Anyway, brothers and sisters, we all got problems. I'm not putting it out because I'm in the same category. I'm just big as ape as you, just a little more educated, more mature with it. That's don't stop though. It ain't your fault. It's only your fault if you know and you don't. Once you have the knowledge and you don't do anything about it, then it's your fault. Then you know who our women are, what they went through, and you say, okay, you still gonna disrespect them? And then you wonder why they're looking at you like looking at you? They spitting in your food when you ain't looking? Oh yeah, I know what your sisters do. Because you ain't crazy, you don't go up against a muscle. Right? So you just season this food a little bit. See, that's the kind of stuff we dealing with. And all that's going to stop. I ain't blaming the sisters, I ain't blaming the brothers. And the other thing is, they got other problem. Because then here's a brother, he's trying to do everything, and that happened to me. I was trying to do everything right, and I get hooked up with a demon. Oh, man. How do you deal with that? Then you got sisters get hooked with a demon. How you deal with that? That's why I get rid of these demons. It's causing a lot of confusion. You understand, brothers and sisters? So I just I'm going to kind of leave it there. Right? But we have to understand how things work. See? The sisters, we do this, Their motivation. I told you, what motivated me to go ahead and accept this job was the sisters. I say that all the time. Because I said, man, I don't want to do, when I realized what I was getting into, I said, I really want to do this? Because this is against me. I'm a hermit by nature. I got to get out and talk to people and do all that. I didn't want to do that. See? But I think about sisters. I said, sisters need a champion. They need somebody to stand up for. Nobody else is doing it. We need to get out and tell a story who they are, what they are, and what the contribution. Because you don't have nobody telling you these things. For example, he's out for his sisters. And he told you what, 2 saved there again, he was hitting on them. I don't know how he's doing that when he's grabbing in a bag, just an avowed eunuch. Understand, brothers and sisters? So no. That's going to change. The light is coming on, the light of the angel. That's the new light. Nothing they can do about it. They want to hold back the light. The dark, hold on to it. Or you can. See? But that means you got to put out the sun. Can you do that? You know, it's easier for you. See, somebody said, oh man, I said, look, you know something? It's easier for them to put the sun out than to put me out. Oh, they want to do it. You think, okay. See what happens. One last thing I want to say about says, you know, I wasn't going to print it, but I didn't do it right. But since they're going to come at you, it's going to be in your view, but you ain't going to be able to understand it. That's why when you do something covert, you know, like you have an undercover agent. You can see him, but you don't understand that he's undercover. They will come at you. And so they're building up this trap around you, and you don't understand it's a trap around you. It's like building a trap for a dog when they don't understand, you know, or you get ready to kill a dog, you don't understand, he's happy. And so you see all these different things, and they say, people don't make no sense. But once you understand, put the pieces together, you understand it makes sense. Why bring people across the border? Why going all in for false Israel? Right? And now there's got a thing where it says, and I've been telling you this all the time. Well, it's all right for the military to use lethal force against American citizens. That's supposed to be totally against the whole. But remember, their clause is only what they want to do. So why does it happen just now? And it did a clandestine because it wasn't the person that viewed it said they had to dig it out. They was hiding it. So who they going to lose it on American soil? Or who is they planning? Who is the military planning to kill? What citizens are they planning to kill? And I've been warning you about this, and all of a sudden it pops up. Because all these things are coming together. The light is bringing everything in, and I'm trying to show you how to connect it all together. So you be in the light. Because right now you're in the dark. Because you see, why do they bring people across the border? And then if you're a so-called black person, ask yourself a simple question. How does that affect you? Ask yourself, how does it come to affect you? You been to Walmart lately? You been to Doc's office lately? You been to a different place lately? Where you at? You in jail? Are you on welfare? Or you in homeless? Or where you at? And where they at? Or so they got those jobs. And where you at? And they're telling you the jobs you got. Right? Because they tell you you're going to be left from all these people. That's what company said. They're left all these people because they got robots to that stuff now. They don't need your Popeyes anymore. They don't need your Walmart. They don't need any of these places anymore. You been to Walmart lately, I said? See? But all these people want to break across what jobs they taking. The jobs that you had. See what I'm saying? Private prisons. Why do you call these private prisons? Who's going in? Who's going to put in these private prisons? If you get a private prison, you ain't going to buy a prison unless you guarantee you're going to have inmates. That means they got to be inclusive with the government to make sure they have inmates. Then when you show up, see, why are they going out to protect false Israel? Why are they doing this? That make no sense. People are saying that. But once the lights turn on, you connect dots, you see why is they doing what they're doing. I'll connect the dots for you. And now they come and say, now they want to kill. Who are people they're going to be killing? American citizens on United States soil. What citizen? The military. I mean, why do you got to have the military do? That means that's a lot of people. I mean, they ain't gonna kill a few people, or they have law enforcement do it. They have an army do it. That means they're gonna kill a whole lot of people. But you say, oh, you don't connect the dots, put these things together. God says they'll to wipe you out, get rid of your seed, destroy you, make the name of Israel. That's why it's got to take false Israel, because they make the virtue think you're talking about them people over there. But it can be taken with him because they doing everything to help them. That's the light, brothers and sisters. That's the angel light. See? I'm the lamp that's shining that light. They want to put the lamp out. They can't put the lamp out, and I'm the only one that could. Right? You got a lamp, right? Your lamp has to fuel the bulb, right? Nobody could fuel it. And that lamp came in. Okay, you turn the light on. Turn the light on, getting brighter and brighter every day. It's so bright, and that's sunburn for them. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. See? And that's what our people that in the light should be able to do. But they out here causing darkness, building shadows. So who needs them? This is not no gray area. This is not dusk and dawn. It's light. It's coming noontime, and noontime is no dark. In fact, it's very few shadows in the noontime because the light's straight up, so it's hard to have a shadow. Almost impossible. This was happening, brothers and sisters. So I think I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. I was going to go into enemies, going more into that, but I'm going to leave it there because I want you to think about that one. Understand cycles and light. So darkness, light. Now, they're in the darkness, lights, because light's coming on. It's because it's destroying the darkness. Because the old light is gone. So they're in darkness now because the light's come in. So the people's in the old light, they're in the darkness. If they're holding the old light, that was the light. That's why God was promoting. They said, well, how can God do? Well, you better go argue with God then. That's what the Quran says. He put a mischief maker and shed of blood in charge. Gave him the ruler. He said, who is that? My first take on that was, that must be Yaqub. When I first take it, I looked at it, because it didn't make sense to me either. At first. But I don't act on my first take. I look into it. See? Because some people they see something, they don't check it out and reference it, and, right? Weigh it and everything else, just jump with it. And then next thing you know, man, it smacks right back in the face. Bam! Because first take said, man, why would somebody tell him that must be Yaqub? Because you could take that if you're in the better. Some people probably did take that. They said, well, that must be Dr. Yaqub, the first take, right? When they realized Muhammad, because he put somebody in charge to make me shed blood. Right? But why would the ancients be worshiping him? See, then you got to start asking questions there. You see, and something start falling apart. But then when you put it like it's right, then you got a problem. Then you get you back in Iblis position. But then energy deprivation, all that. Then see when you put all this, now that makes sense. Because that was a time frame. That was a time for that. Escalade is a time for everything. It's a time for that. That was a season. So God said, that's a season. You gotta. It's winter time. I don't care. I know y'all love the summer, you love the spring, but hell, it's winter. Oh man, you over in, they told us we was running around with bones on our nose and everything in Africa, right? Oh man, it's cold, man. I can't, man. Man, you gotta get some fur or something. You get something on your behind and get out of them little huts. Man, we gotta change the whole society, man. It's ice. We ain't never seen ice before. We never seen snow. You see what I'm saying? No, you guys submit to that. Here comes some snowmen, some Eskimos. Man, those guys are crazy. But look what they do. Well, you better submit to them because they know how to run the winter. Yeah, but look what they do, man. Well, okay, then don't listen to them then. Keep going your way. And your ass going to freeze. But God, these You told us how to live in the winter, the summer, and we're doing well, and this stuff growing and all this kind of stuff, And now